Hello, welcome to today's esoteric collective reading. I hope you all are having a lovely day today. We're going to do a quick little reading for you. I say quick because I'm going to try to keep this under 10 minutes. The idea of this reading is that you had a question and you clicked on this. This is your answer. Now, obviously, I don't know exactly the details of your question, but hopefully we can get you an answer that helps. Today we're going to be using the Witch's Cat Tarot deck. This happens to be my feel-good deck. This is my advice deck, so we will not be taking any reversals during this tarot reading as well. We're going to go ahead and get right on into it. What is the answer to the collective's question? What advice could you offer the collective for this question? I'm hearing that there's something that has to do with deciding on a different emotional perspective. We have the Lovers and the Four of Cups, or in this case, the Kittens and the Four of Whiskers. In this deck, which you can find all the decks used listed in the description below, they have little cat puns, so I hope you're looking forward to that. But we have Hermit on the bottom of the deck. Immediately, we're getting the Kittens and the Four of Cups / the Four of Whiskers, and that is followed up by the Three of Claws, aka Three of Swords, and the Magic Cat, aka the Magician, and finally Seven of Pentacles, aka Seven of Paws. So getting this energy here that whatever is your question, it's something that either you already have thought a lot about or you need to spend time thinking about. With the Hermit card especially being the bottom of the deck energy, is this idea that, I almost just said it's this energy, so yeah, either way, the energy of you taking time to sit with yourself. The color black in trucks could be significant. A black truck is pulling out. I can see it through the window. Just throwing that out there. The number 4 could be significant. 3, 7, 6, 1. 61 could be significant. 37. Anyways, going back into it. This idea, though, that as you're almost ruminating on the answer to this question you have, I think that there is a different perspective that may help you aid you in deciding this. This idea that, specifically since we had the Kittens and the Four of Whiskers come out first, this energy of choosing a different perspective. And by choosing, I mean like, when we change our minds as people, we often have to physically choose to have that change. Also, if you can hear my cat playing with the cat toy in the background, that's what's happening. Just know it's on my side of the screen, not on yours. But going back into it, this energy, though, that when we have the Three of Swords and the Magician, question could be something to do with whether or not you are able to do something, whether or not this question that you have is causing you a lot of mental anxiety when it comes to your ability to make something happen. And I think the question is, the answer to your question is not whether or not you can do something, but is whether or not you have already been doing something. This idea, though, that the perspective change that could be happening or need to happen is that it's not a question of whether or not you can make progress, it's a question / answer of you have already made progress. Look into how you have already made progress on this and reaffirm to yourself that you have already made things like this occur, especially with that Magic Cat, that Magician. Also, I just almost bit my tongue for a second there. So the idea, though, that you may be holding back some information that could be valuable to you or to others, this idea of like sharing and keeping. The Four of Pentacles is coming to mind. That did not come up, but that energy, though, of when you're trying to make something happen, and since the Magician is right under the Four of Whiskers, this idea of creating an emotional change and choosing to change your perspective on your ability to make this thing happen, because you're choosing the perspective, instead of choosing the perspective of how can I make XYZ happen, which is causing stress, choose to perspective of I have already made X, Y happen, how can I make Z happen, right? That energy of reducing the mental anxiety and the stress with that Three of Claws, aka Three of Swords, because you're reaffirming to yourself that you have already made progress on this before and you can continue to make progress on this in the future. That idea that seeing the progress that you have made already is physical, tangible, maybe even emotional proof that you are capable of this. So therefore it can kind of ease the mental anxiety, especially with that Seven of Pentacles here, Seven of Paws in this deck. The sunflower is really popping out to me, this idea that you are capable of having a perspective that brings you joy. But part of that is choosing the perspective that brings you joy instead of giving into the perspective that creates anxiety. Now, obviously, use your discernment, right? If this is a question that's above your physical safety and you're concerned about your physical safety, maybe go back into the hermit and make sure that this is a matter of safety or not. I'm not necessarily getting this vibe, though, from this, but I want to make that quick little disclaimer, excuse me. There's something to do with the idea of claiming, maybe claiming your own originality, claiming your own power, claiming your own ability, capacity to be able to complete this idea, to complete this project it's coming to mind. You're coming out. This could be something about like literally coming out of this energy of mental anxiety into this idea, this perspective, this belief, this mindset that you are capable. You already have been capable. You've been capable the entire time that you have been creating, been doing this thing that this question seems to be revolving around. You know your question. I don't. That's the generalized vibe that I'm getting. I'm going to go ahead and pull one card from the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck. To me, this is a brand new deck. I got it a couple of weeks ago on my birthday. So birthdays could be significant. July could be significant. I believe this is being posted on the 8/8 portal. So this idea, though, that the number 8 could also be significant. Infinity signs could be significant. But I go ahead and get you just one card from this deck to finalize your reading. This could be like the final showdown of something, like you just need to do one more thing to get this project complete, to prove to yourself that you can. Yeah, we have Morning, the world awaits you. The number 40 could be significant. I'm going to go ahead and read from the guidebook. Just give me 1 second to find the page. There we are. You've been alive, sure. You've been waking up, doing what you need to get through your day, going back to sleep, repeat. Have you been living, though? Truly living. I think you need to hear this now more than ever. Your life is incredibly precious. Also, quick little side note, I read that in my head as incredibly important, which I think is also vital and relevant. So, your life is incredibly precious. Your life is incredibly important. Going back to reading now. Out there, the world awaits you. Now is the time to make good moments and learn to treasure them as they come. Beautiful. Cats could be significant. We are using the Witch's Cat Tarot deck, but I was just drawn to look at my cat who's just cuddling in the corner, grooming himself, as cats do. But yeah, that's it for today's reading. I hope you enjoyed. If you're still here, please feel free to check out that link tree in the YouTube description and YouTube bio to help donate money to Palestine, Sudan, Congo, Yemen, and Haiti, as well as many, many more. The numbers 7 and 19 could be significant. That black truck that I talked about, that's what the numbers on the back of the license plate are. But anyways, if you're still here, if you happen to be an immigrant, particularly in the USA, I hope you have a beautiful, lovely day today. I hope you get the chance to maybe go on a fun road trip, or maybe just sit down with yourself and really think about how you are already capable of doing what you want to do, right? But regardless of your immigration status, please have a lovely, safe day, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace!